Okay, so welcome guys. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my weekly episode of my weekly forecast in regards to what I'm expecting in the market in the coming weeks. I mean, this coming week, yeah, in this coming week, and that's from the 10th of July to the 14th of July. So I'm going to be showing you guys where I'm expecting price to go to, what I'm expecting price to do. So just stay tuned and we're going to get right into that. So let's dive in. Now, starting from the weekly time frame. Now, for the weekly time frame, I've done the markup, so I'm not really going to start doing the markup all over again because you can just really go back to my last video and watch just the beginning of the video to like get a glimpse of how I drew out all these zones on the weekly time frame because it's kind of tedious repeating the same thing over and over again. So I'll just explain what's happening here. So currently on the weekly time frame, we are still heavily bearish, and this is our lower high and this is our lower low. So currently we are in the pullback phase of this leg. And what we're expecting from price to do on the weekly time frame is like maybe you should tap into a supply right here, or maybe a supply here or supply here and continue downwards. Or price could just easily push down. Maybe this CPB here could fail, create a supply, tap into the supply and use the momentum and go down. But overall, what you're expecting from the weekly time frame, like price should like take out this demand right here is like as simple as ABC. Now, all these TPBs are potential zones that maybe when price begins to start going downwards, like price could face a little bit of hold here, like we could see like a little bit of buy in the market, but not a buy that we should expect to like sustain for a very long period of time before we continue trending downwards. And we know how to like handle our positions whenever we see that kind of buy. Now that's just it for the weekly time frame. Moving down into the daily time frame and focusing on the more recent price action. What we kind of have here is regarding like in regards to what I said last week, I was expecting higher prices and I was like price should really take out this high, and in this week price eventually took out this high on Friday, which was just yesterday. So currently our new leg is this higher low here and this higher high. So that's the current range that we are currently trading in. Now, what am I expecting from the daily time frame? So in general, whenever we break a high like this, a pullback is definitely expected to give us that kind of higher low before we break another higher high and consume higher prices. Just like what happened here. When you say we broke this high right here, but we had a little bit of push up, then we had a pullback, which was the higher low. So that's the thing that's kind of going to happen here. We're going to see maybe a little bit of push up in the coming weeks. Maybe like Monday, Tuesday, we see like a little bit of push up, and like maybe Wednesday, Thursday, we might see like price coming down, and like before it will continue going up. But like it's not like oh Monday, Tuesday you look for buys, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday you look for sales. Just kind of giving like an insight to what might happen. Like those days are not fixed, please. Let's be cautious. Now, I'm going to mark out the most important zones on the daily time frame here, which is very, very like more important to like the current price action we are having right now. So looking at this, we have a supply zone right here, a supply zone, which kind of what I'm marking it as because the flip formed. So I will get into that now. So this is a daily supply zone, and as you can see, price reacted to this. We pushed down like this, so we created this demand right here, and where the price coming to. Price literally just tapped into this demand before it eventually took out that high. So this is our daily demand right here. And while doing so, we created a little bit of chain. So we also had this demand right here. The price also tapped into right here with this. Now, looking at this here, we also have this demand technically, which kind of swept liquidity. So we have this right here. Or taking like yeah, it's not this is it. This also followed and this also caused the chain from this candle swept liquidity right here. So currently on the daily time frame, this is just the demand zone we're actually looking at for because all of these are just like chain. But like it's also possible for this to just be like liquidity price will just flip it and we might see bearish price action. Maybe just to sweep on this liquidity or maybe just for us to like start trending downwards. But like I feel like we might need to gather momentum because if you look from back, you're not really trading from any clear supply zone. You're just trading. See, like here, there's no clear supply zone. We're trading in this like so maybe price might come into like something here before we see that. But obviously, we just keep on speculating the market and react off of what the market is giving on to us. Yeah. So now let's head into the 4 hour time frame, which is like my second wife, like I like to call it. So the 4 hour, let's see what we are having here. Now, there's a 4 hour time frame. Sorry about that delay. Now it's the same story on the 4 hour. I was also saying on the 4 hour, this was our current leg, this was our higher low, and this was our higher high. Those are like we are expecting higher prices. Price needs to take out this high right here. And same thing, we took out the high on the 4 hour. Simple. Now, so as always, I'm like we are still going to expect like maybe a little bit of push up before we begin to see like a sell. But for me to start taking sales, yeah, my 15 minutes is what's going to give me that insight to begin to take sales. So once price take out a high on the 4 hour time frame, for me to begin taking sales, I need to see the 15 minutes show bearish signs. So like maybe the 15 minutes, like 15 minutes will be in a higher high, higher low, higher high. Then we break the low, create a lower low, and I can begin to start shorting if supply begins to hold. So once I see that kind of entry, I can begin to start taking counter trend sales. But like I have to be cautious because I know it's counter trend and price could just react off anything on the demand, off any demand on the M15 and begin to shoot upwards back. So that's just what you have to keep in mind. Now, I'm going to mark out the demand zones that price could potentially react off from when we are having the pullback to continue to take price higher. So, looking at that, before I even go into that, let me just mark out like where my current trade on the 4 hour is. So, this is my this is my higher low. Please work. Yeah, it worked. And this is my higher high right here. So that's the current leg we are currently trading in at this point in time. Now, let me just try and justify some kind of things. So, this is a demand here. Yeah, this is a demand. So this and hourly demand. Because price starting to it and it's where liquidity of the first reaction. So that's why is a demand. And from there on, we have this, which price never still came back to. And I feel like price built this liquidity purposefully for this demand right here. Whatever I can tell you, it's not me like price cannot just run off of this demand here. But like that's what I feel like. But your feelings doesn't really matter in the market. I keep repeating this. You just play off what price gives to you. As long as your trading plan was met, hit that button, take that buy, and keep repeating that trading plan over and over again. Like there was this post Mike Douglas said is the consistency you seek is not in the market, it's in your mind, and it's something that I had to learn. Like it took me time to actually kind of figure out why he said that, but now I finally understand. You just keep hitting that button. It's in your mind. Like you don't trade what you feel, you trade what your plan tells you to do. So that's just how it is. Now let's continue before I drift off into another topic. So now we have this demand here. So I'm going to steal this. I think this is the daily stuff that I used. But yeah, this set liquidity here also. And this demand this week, price also came back into this week right here. This demand tapped into that week right here. So currently, this is the last demand we have on the hourly time frame. What the heck is that? Sorry about that. So this is the last demand we're having here on the hourly time frame. And we can kind of say this is a flip. Yeah, just to make the chart look a little bit beautiful. I don't know if it's making it beautiful or making it look perfect. But like it's a flip actually. So this is hourly supply. So this is just it. And I'm going to turn this on the M15 so I'll be able to easily mark out zones on the M15. So there's my M demand. No, make that just demand to show on all time frames. So on the M15, let's look at this. Yeah. So on the M15, yeah. Now for me to be able to begin taking buys, so I can say this is higher high, this is higher low, this is higher high. Like price has actually turned bearish but I need to see supply start holding. Once supply begins to hold and we keep on breaking these lows, then I can look to start taking shots. But like this bearish was just too quick, and yeah, I just need to see supply holding. That should give me the sign that okay, yes, the supply is actually strong enough to take price downward. So now talking about the 15 minutes, for me to take counter trend sales, I've just said it, supply needs to begin to hold to give me that indication to take counter trend sales. And just stay tuned to my channel, guys. In future lessons, I'm going to be showing you guys how I get into it, how I get into trades, my trading plan, and everything all for free. So now looking at this demand right here, this is that hourly demand. What I'm just trying to do is I'm trying to mark out 15 minutes demand zones like I could potentially go long off of if price should come into. But now if you look at this demand, this got mitigated by this got mitigated by this got mitigated by this. So this is all efficient on onto up until this point. So this is the only demand here on the M15 that not that this is the only demand on the M15, but this is the only demand that is unmitigated from all the mitigation backwards. So let me mark out the mitigations. So this put in the mitigation. So this is an unmitigated demand zone that if I should come into, I will long off from. Now, if you look at this is liquidity here. So that demand, that's also a demand right there. So this is a demand. If price should also come into this, I'll be glad to also take a long. And let's see. Yeah, this is also a demand. This is also a demand right here. This is a demand because it reacted off a CPB, which I'll show you guys, and I also took a sell from that CPB. Yeah, was I sell? Yeah, it took a buy from that CPB. Yeah, I caught a buy from here upward. So let me show you guys the CPB price reacted off from. So it's actually a very huge week. Yeah, this week, this is a baby that got price reacted off from. So just mark it out for you guys to see. Why isn't it? Sorry about that, guys. So this is the CPB I was actually talking about, and this also gave the reaction right here. So this little bit of reaction. So this is also a demand. Like this is too like to up in price, but if price should come and give me something cool and the risk to reward is like kind of okay, at least above, at least greater than or equals to 5R, yeah, I'll actually take it. So that's just what I'm looking at on the M15. And you might be asking, okay, let's say this hourly demand fail, yeah, and price keeps going downwards, like how will I continue to take price? So that's one thing, because H4 has not gone bearish yet, even if this demand fails. So for me to be able to start taking buys, I just need to see like M5, like the 5 minutes to give me higher prices, then I'll begin to take buys. So that's just it for this video, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on your post notification, and always tune back to my channel every Monday at 8 a.m. to watch my weekly episode of my weekly forecast. Thank you, guys. Bye. See you guys later.